Good morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, Nicholas is on the move. Tropical Storm Nicholas is on the move, heading up the Texas coast. We're going to take a look at the radar real quick. Oh, there we go. How's that for sound? A little bit better. Uh, Nicholas is on the move, heading up the Texas coast, and we're going to take a look at the radar real quick and see exactly what's in store for it. Or for us, I should say. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by the Big Store. When you're on Bolivar and you need anything, stop by the Big Store and you'll be greeted by a staff of smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. If the Big Store doesn't have it, chances are you really don't need it. Well, I talked to Keith last night, and as long as the employees can get in from High Island, Big Store ought to be on regular hours. It's going to be a wait and see game, you know. All along, Nicholas hadn't been a big problem as far as winds, but it is going to be a rain event, and that's what we're watching right now, is to see how big of a rain event. You know, they're predicting, in fact, a lot of the coastal communities and even inland a little bit have high water rescue vehicles ready. And so we were looking, this radar, let me go back to it. This radar right here is actually the Brownville radar. And you can see the eye it's not fully encapsulated from what I'm seeing here, but you can see where it is just a little bit southwest or southeast of Brownsville. And actually looks like it's moving out a little bit further. And so, but rain event it is going to be, and that's what we're going to follow here. Tides, right now, let's go to the camera. We're on the beachfront here at Monkhouse, and I can tell you the tides are a little higher than they have been over the weekend and that. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can get a better. We had an inch of rain in Crystal Beach last night, and we're going to have, we had a ½ inch of rain, 0.52 inches at Fort Travis. And you can see these weather stations, they update every minute. And so throughout this event, you can go to our weather stations, and we've got them listed on our website, on our weather page, along with a camera that correlates on where they're at. And so you can keep up with what the tides are doing, what the wind's doing, how much rain we have, and all that through our Bolivar Live weather stations down here on Bolivar Peninsula. We spent the money to get some good weather stations that give us accurate readings, and so we'll be able to watch the wind gusts, and how much rain we get. So, but let me pull this down, and I'm going to pull up the forecast track, because the National Hurricane Center's come out with it, and there you can see the track. Last night it moved at the 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock update. It actually moved a little bit more to the west or the east and put us closer to the cone. But this morning at the 4 a.m. update, and they ought to have another one, I believe, at 8 a.m., moved it back a little bit to the west and the north. And so there you can see where they at 4 a.m. where the eye was, and looking at the radar, that's pretty close to what we're seeing. I don't know about the rain. Let me get rid of this. Don't know about the hurricane hunters. I'm sure they're going to fly it today, but that's the forecast track on what Nicholas is to take, and it's sped up quite a bit. It was going to lag around, and all this can change because we're still, 24 hours out from, I think landfall is gonna be tonight, probably about 10 o'clock or so, the way it's looking there on that chart. So anyway, we're going to keep you posted on what's happening here. We're fixing to leave here as soon as we get everything updated. We're going to leave here and go down and look at Highway 87 later, a little bit later. I've actually got to run to Winnie, and so I'm going to get to Winnie and back. We may stop and do a live feed or do a live feed on the way, but we're going to be monitoring the surf, Highway 87, and how much rain we get down here, because that's going to be the big factor in this storm. Luckily, it's moving faster, so hopefully it won't drop as much. But as of last night, there was a lot of areas that could get up to 20 inches of rain. Now, we haven't had any rain, and I was reading one of Greg Boschwick's posts. He said we're good for the first 5 inches because the ground is dry. And so here on Bolivar and Crystal Beach, we've got 4 more inches because we got 1 inch last night. So anyway, but we're going to keep you updated. Here comes the rain, another rain band. And we're going to keep you updated on what's going on here on Bolivar, the tides, and how much rain, and especially Highway 87. TxDOT did say that they have equipment staged so that they can keep the road clean as soon as they can get people there safely. One of the things that worries me is one of the paths on this 20-inch mark, and it's changed a little bit, but one of the paths on the 20-inch mark of rain went from Baytown to Sabine, and that puts it across Highway 124, and so I was worried about being able to get in and out on 124, and we're going to monitor that through TxDOT and drive it and see how things are going there and watch the weather on the rain amounts we're getting around here in case you're traveling. But this right now, if you don't have to travel until Wednesday, that's going to be your best bet. I imagine, I know some of the schools, I was talking to Brad on his way in, and some of the schools in Houston had canceled already. And so that's telling me they're getting ready for a rain event, a flooding event. And so, you know, if you don't have to travel, we'll be here come Wednesday. And so, you know, stay off the road. Let's let all this rain pass before anyone goes anywhere. So anyway, we'll keep you updated through this whole event. We may be back 4 or 5 times a day. I imagine we're going to be back later on tonight when more of the rain's hitting and the tides. It looked like the tides come up a little bit compared to what it was over the last week. And so, and it's definitely gotten rough. And so we're going to keep you posted on that, on what's happening down here. Please stay out of the water today. The rip currents and the tides, this is not play in the water day. We don't want to see anyone have any problems, because then it puts emergency personnel at risk too. So there you can see the surf's up a little bit and the rough, and I know we've got a rip current. So anyway, we're going to head on out. We'll keep you posted on Nicholas and what he plans on doing over the next 48 hours. It looks like it'll be northwest of us about 1 o'clock tomorrow, and so we'll start seeing the effects. We're already seeing the effects now, and we'll keep you posted on what the road conditions are down here, what the weather's like, and everything. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.